Hello and welcome to Denise Dykstra's Life with Four Boys Coffee Please. This is our blog post on Advent, why we're celebrating Advent, and it has a YouTube video in it that you really are going to want to watch because that's the premise of this entire blog post. And because I'm sick and I don't really feel like showing myself, look, here's my Christmas tree. And I'm on my couch where Liberty was so stinky, I had to take everything off the couch and put blankets down. And just showing you this is what my life is like today, other than the part where I'm sick, which we're not going to go into that. Anyway, back to Advent, why we're celebrating Advent. This year we're celebrating Advent and I am ecstatic. Naomi brought it up in passing and I was all, what is Advent? I have never been so excited for Advent as I am this. I've never been so excited for Christmas as I am this year due to Advent. In the simplest form, Advent is taking the time to remember who and why we celebrate at Christmas. In the chaos of Christmas, I'm really looking forward to having something that makes me slow down and refocus on God. That's my Advent wreath. Naomi and I did a YouTube video for you about all the things. In it, we tell you what we are doing to celebrate Advent with our family, a little of the history of Advent, as well as how we made Advent wreaths. Did Naomi say she got a kit off of Amazon to make an Advent wreath? She did. Also, side note, this isn't in the blog post. I was a little bitter. I'm like, hey, you found an Advent wreath kit on Amazon and you did not tell me. I thought we were friends. But I really like my Advent wreath, so we're good. I'm telling you again, though, if you go down that rabbit hole of Advent 2018 on Instagram, you may never return. This video was a little tricky as I didn't want the fridge in the frame, but I did want the tree and the wreath. It's the little things. My phone is balanced on the stable of my manger scene, and we both recorded in hopes one turned out. Also, I changed my pants just to be more festive in my fave red cords, and then you basically can't see them in this whole video. What's a girl to do? Here's the video, same title as the blog post, Advent, why we're celebrating Advent. Now forgive me because I have brain fog today, as if that wasn't obvious by me reading this to you. It's not fun being sick, but I want to get as many links to you, the things we talked about, as I can. The books I mentioned are John Piper's The Dawning of Indestructible Joy. My plan is to read this every morning after the boys go to school. My next best guess was going to be Ann Voskamp's Advent book, but my word is joy, so this book was basically screaming my name. All Creation Waits by Gail Boss. This book has been recommended to me over and over, and when I say I'm going to read this with my boys, I mean my two youngest. Eli is 14 and Abe is 12. The plan is to read this in the morning before school because our nights are crazy. I think I'm going to have to be really flexible on this one. This one is going to be difficult. Someone, I have a good guess who, dropped off an Advent book for me, I believe from her church, and I will be using that one for my family readings. I didn't have one, so I think the person who dropped it off, thank you very much, because that's so perfectly timed. I absolutely needed that. If I happen to have the family together at dinner, it's not happening much lately, then I'll read this to them. And I'll probably use it for Sundays too. I don't want to do anything about getting a bunch of gifts or things for Advent every day. I wanted this to be as simple and stripped down as easy as can be. But I did get the youngest to a Lego Advent thingy. I don't know what it's really called, and I'm excited to pull that out for them tomorrow. And because as if having a book of Advent hanging on my door wasn't gift enough, Magnolia Journal also has their winter magazine out right now with a special section on Advent. You can usually pick this magazine up in a larger grocery store or any bookstore if you have not already subscribed. Subscribe. It's like God is really making this Advent thing easy on me and so much fun. Naomi mentioned the Buck Denver books. You cannot find Everyday Emmanuel at the library, but you can get it on Amazon. Focus on the Family has a lot of resources. When you go to their website, just search Advent. It'll ask for your name and email, and once you put that in, you get an email packed full of free info. I did this, so I can tell you that. Naomi showed off her Focus on the Family magazine as well as her boys' Clubhouse magazine. Both are available on the website. They also have Adventures in Odyssey, and thankfully my two youngest still listen, and I know Naomi's boys listen as well. I have to admit, even I enjoy them. You can get a CD disc set probably at your library. I did, but I have linked to the website of the Advent episodes as well. Naomi and I were guests on the Speaking for Him podcast, and that is a 16-ish minute conversation you can listen to. Naomi just sprung on me that we're going to be doing something every day for Advent, so follow us on Instagram. I feel that's the place where most of that will happen. We hope to do a quick video in the middle of Advent just to show you how our Advent season is going, and maybe at the end just to wrap it up. Won't you join us for this journey? I've had the most fun leading up to Advent, just in talking with everyone about it, and I cannot wait to finally celebrate it all month long. Here we are. My phone's about to die. I'm trying to go fast. In this photo, we are off to do the podcast for Speaking for Him, and we dressed amazingly similar without planning it, and it was funny that we basically dressed this exact same way today because we're hilarious. So anyway, tell me all the things you can about Advent. Tag me, comment on this, find me on Instagram is probably the easiest way to do that, or Facebook. You can always Facebook me too, but I just think this is going to be fun to do this all together. It's more fun when we do it as a community. So thanks for listening. Can't wait to see your Advent post. Happy Christmas.